Hello everyone, Psychic Medium Omar NJ here with another Friday night free psychic reading and messages from Spirit session. Thank you everyone who's just joined in. Just got done answering about 30 or so questions in the comments section. Thank you everyone who's just joined in. Just saying hello to everyone: Susanna, Marianne, Linda, Charlotte, Jayla, so many people. Ori, good to see you. Amy Muro, Robin, so many people joined in. Wow, thanks a lot everyone. Teresa, Pearl. I'm surprised, I thought it was Friday. People will be watching TV or something. Okay, good to see everyone here. Just going to connect to my heart space, just real quick again. Did some meditation earlier, did some question and answers just now. Just going to connect and then... Okay. Looking forward to answering some questions today. Hello, Bobby. Good to see you. Okay, just a second, Suzanne Kemp. Suzanne Kemp, can you connect with my dad? It was your birthday yesterday. Okay, happy birthday. He's making me feel like he didn't spend it with that many people this time. It was a humorous way, I guess, of him connecting with you. He's absolutely fine. I'm just wondering if he has a message for your health. No, not necessarily. It's just a cautious over a long term. Besides that, no, he's just kind of pointing to everybody else. I'm going to ask him again because I did feel something about health, and if he wants to get into that. He says there's a little worry thing that you have nowadays. It's kind of making me feel like it's a minor worry. He says not to take that seriously. However, do keep going to the doctor over the next year. He's making me feel like something in this particular area inside the body. And it's not an alarming thing, but okay. You know, it could be an alarming thing later on or something like that. He's making me feel. I think he's coming through pretty strongly to convey this message. And he's not saying that's something right. I'm not sure if it's something right now, put it this way, but it could be something later. He just keeps touching me in this area for some reason, just below my right chest area, okay? Hope that makes some sense. But just over the next year, basically look into it and keep in touch with the doctors, and he's just pointing that out, okay? I hope you're able to do that and you can catch anything before it happens. Casey, first time seeing me here. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Annette Otta Trevino, do you have anything for me tonight? Yeah, I'm connecting to something. I'm just going to figure out what it's trying to tell me. Again, Annette, the sort of immediately when I connected to your energy, it just kind of brought me down a little bit. It wasn't like a depression or anything like that. It was just like basically my own decision to kind of lay low, sit down, and just sort of lay low is probably the best message that I can give right now. The way I guess the message for you is just to kind of get up a little bit more, get out of this. It's just going to be a little bit of a funk in the coming months, but it's just, you could lift yourself up more, start being more active. It just felt like a little bit of an energy, just sort of just getting me down a little bit, you know. It just felt like just by my choice, I'm just kind of sitting down and just kind of could be more active is the best way I can put it. Okay, that's what I felt immediately when I connected to your energy. Thanks a lot for asking that question. So Sandra Duncan, wish one of these days you could help me. Sure, Sandra, what's your question? Sandra, I just felt something. I'm just going to try and pinpoint what it is. Wow, Sandra, it's weird, but it's kind of making me, it's giving me an image of sort of getting yourself done a little bit. Almost shows an earring, if that has any significance to you. So I just sort of felt connected to you. I just felt, again, it kind of felt like just the last reading I did where the person could be more out and about. But it just feels like if you can do yourself in terms, do a little bit more of like, you know, I just saw an image of like sort of makeup and earrings and things like that, and then sort of get out there a little bit more. It might make you feel better, it might help you connect with more people. But just to give you, just to summarize everything, the image was very clear. It just came straight away, which was just the earring and then just a little bit of jewelry or something like that. Maybe that will make more sense to you than it did. So thanks a lot for asking that question. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who just shared, by the way. Appreciate that. Some of the people just shared here. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay. Carrie Barfman. My mom passed away in a car accident. I never said goodbye, and I love and miss her. Jan is her name. Okay. So... Jan, I do connect with her energy. I don't feel she was like a very strong, powerful energy. She was more like a more mellow sort of energy that came through. Just sort of more mellow, more loving. Some of the mothers that come through are pretty strong and in that sense. But she's absolutely fine. She's on the other side. She's making me feel like, she just showed me an image of a younger toddler or some girl around that age. I hope that makes any sense to you. But she says she loves you guys both very much. Also, just she's kind of pointing towards, I guess, the current coronavirus situation with all the hygiene and everything. That's the only thing she's pointing at right now. So she's absolutely fine. That's what she kind of showed me. I hope that resonates with you. Let me know in the comment section if it does. But thank you for asking that. Thank you for sharing. A couple of people shared here. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Yeah, somebody, I didn't quite get the name, Adelita Gomez or something. Annette Utter Trevino says thank you. Glad that message resonated with you. So your friend passed away recently, and do you have any message for her? I did briefly connect with her. I'm just going to try and see what kind of message she gave. Just immediate, obviously, just a very strong sort of sister energy, bond, things like that. She wants you to focus on the home. She's making me feel like homemaking in a way, and you might have some free time. She's showing me for some reason that you do have sort of time in the kitchen area or the living room area. And she's also making me feel like you can definitely connect to her and her intuition, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you're looking into any sort of tarot or anything like that, but that, and also she's also making me feel like there's another younger male energy of some sort, that person, just slightly younger or something like that, and then you can connect with them also, if that makes any sense. Those are the two images I got for you, okay? So that's what I got, basically, a lot of sisterly love and energy, and then there's, she pointed out, the homemaking, and then, of course, the other younger male energy, if that makes any sense. It's just more about talking with her or talking with them, okay? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Nora, just by the way. Bobby, Jessica, Macbeth, financial reading. No, not. I'm not seeing anything. Like, I just basically saw money, if it's coming in. Not at this year, not even the middle of next year. Towards the past the middle or in the latter half of the next year. That's where you might see a significant amount of money sort of come in. That's what I'm sort of getting. At this point, immediately, no. I also feel like you're going to start some things, and it has to do with talking to people. And that is going to happen sometimes, not in the early part of next year, although that will lead up to it, that will build up to it, but the sort of latter part, And it comes and it will generate through just talking to people. That's the first step. Talking, conversations, and that's what will lead to things sort of getting in motion. And then the latter half of next year, that's when you could see some cash sort of come in. Okay, definitely felt that. Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna go to someone who shared here today and just do a reading for somebody. So I've seen. Sorry. Just saw shared here. I'm not trying to find that person. Okay, so Valentina Stoyanko. Sorry, I'm maybe mispronouncing that. I'm gonna get to your reading. Started a new business, having some doubts. I'm on the right path. It's been difficult 5 years. Valentina. Valentina, keep going. The initial, when you start the new business, it might just have sort of income trickling in, but it isn't. It isn't gonna blow up for a little bit. I do feel you have to give it a year. I'm not saying 2 years. I'm actually saying less than 2 years. I'm probably gonna say give it within a year or something. It's gonna start trickling up. Word of mouth. Word of mouth is something that also came through. And also advertising. I don't know if you were able to do that, but it's with that. I get the feeling when I connect to the advertising energy that it would kind of just be enough to pay the bills and initially for the same time. Are you on the right path? That's the question I want to ask, right? So with your business, in the long run, yes, you are on the right path. Okay, if that makes any sense. So the word of mouth, the advertising, the more you get it out there, that's what I'm getting at. First year or so will be difficult. I'm not seeing like 2 or 3 years being difficult. I'm just seeing like a first year and a bit that might be tough. And I also am getting the feeling that you do have other sources of income in your family, so you can kind of work around it. It's been a difficult 5 years, but after a year or so, it might get better. Okay. Thank you so much for asking that question. Appreciate that. Thanks for sharing. A couple of people shared here. Great. Debbie Grace. Okay, Debbie, can I get a message from your grandma? Debbie, again, this one, your grandmother did come through. One of the first messages is your health. Look after it. She's kind of pointing towards this area inside the chest cavity, just below that. Just keep an eye on it. She's also saying somebody else in your family, I guess, is another male figure or someone. And it's just making me feel like they're okay. Whatever medical advice they've been given is sort of fine. However, there could be more on top of that, is kind of the energy that I'm getting with her. She's just showing me, besides that, showing me some money for some reason. I don't know if that makes any sense, if it has to do with savings or something like that. But she just showed me a little bit of a like a stack of money for some reason. And it's a good thing. It's not a negative thing. I'm not feeling that it's a rainy day kind of thing, but she's saying right now is a good time to set aside some money. Is basically what she's making me feel like. So I hope that makes sense. And she's just kind of basically saying cut out the unnecessary expenses. There's a lot of there's some spendings that are going on. She's making me feel like that may not be necessary. Just kind of showed me sort of some of that money going away. But she's saying if you rest it, if you save it, the quality of life will just be as good, and it will come in handy within a year or two or something like that. That's the kind of energy I got from her. Okay, thanks a lot. Rita, thank you for sharing. I just seen. Sorry, I missed your question, Rita. I hope I can catch it again real quick. Sophie Gibson, this is my first time here. Thank you. And a general meeting. Sorry, Sophie Gibson wants to know about a relationship and a general meeting. I'm not sure what you mean by general meeting, but Sophie, in terms of relationship, Sophie, it all has to do with communication. It all has to do with the way you talk, okay? So I felt something immediately in my throat chakra, which is all to do with communication, which is all to do with talking. That's your biggest sort of asset when it comes to relationship. That's a make or break. I'm getting the feeling that it could be something that it's almost making me feel like I could control the words, I could control the timing, not say something that immediately comes to me, to my mind or something like that. So moving forward in terms of relationship, there's two things. It's about communication. Yeah, definitely. And now I'm getting that feeling of regret, right? Of saying something and regretting it. It's just sort of flushing over me, that feeling. So the best thing I can give you in terms of relationship reading is just sort of um, that moving forward, because that's a make or break, and that might affect the way your relationships will progress. Okay, hope that makes some sort of sense to you. Please let me know in the comments if it does. So thank you. Okay, Sharia saying hello from Toronto. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you. Thank you. Just going to turn the music back on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who shared, but by the way, much appreciated. Much appreciated. If anybody else, just going to see. Okay, Teresa Desjardins shared any message or reading for me. So I'm just going to connect with your energy, Teresa. Yeah, I connected with your energy. I'm just going to try and put it into words. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Connected with your energy, Teresa, and it was like it was a whirlwind of just images going around me. There's like stuff going on around in your life, and it's almost feeling, I'm pretty sure that's going to resonate with you, but it just feels like a whirlwind. It just starts from here and then it gets lighter and lighter. What's the message? Okay, what's the message? What is it trying to say? Just life in external is going on. These are other people's things. These are other people's movies, life stories, or whatever. They're just going on around you. The best thing to do is just kind of stay calm where you are and just observe. Just observe. That's kind of what it's making me feel like. I don't feel like you should get involved in it, but more like just observe, okay? And it started a while ago. It got heavier and it's getting lighter. But then these are other people's stories and whatever. So I think the message that I have for you is basically just for the immediate short-term future, just sort of let it just go. Don't get involved in other people's energies and their life stories and things like that. Okay, I saw that one very clearly. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. Liz Karaki, something about a relationship. Just, oh my God, it's just gone. It was here a second ago. I'm going to see if I can connect to your energy. I can't promise. So sort of immediately something I felt here, and then I heard the words drama, nonsense. I just feel like either you're in a relationship or it has happened before where there were people deliberately messing with your mind, okay, in terms of drama. I think there was an energy that was just sent. It's just that sort of energy that was meant to make you feel like, oh my God, it just created headaches for you. It was just a bunch of nonsense. The way I can see it is I just sort of felt something right there on the top of my head, which is to do with worry, and it was like a sharp, like a sharp pain. So it wasn't like an overall big worry that was always there. It was just a nuisance kind of thing, right? Just watch out for that nuisance drama energy. That's kind of the message that I'm getting consistently. Hope that makes any sense. I probably will. Please give it some time to think about it, but I'm pretty sure I gave you an accurate reading there. Just just stay away from that. Just annoying. Yeah. Sorry. Thanks a lot for asking that question, and thanks a lot for sharing. Much appreciate that. Okay. Mary Brown says, anything for me? I'm losing a lot of loved ones. So I did feel that. Sort of felt the void, right? Immediately. I feel that some of it is not because people who've passed over. It's just people who've just in and out of your life also. By the way, this doesn't... Some of those guys are coming through. So I'm just seeing if they have a message. Sherry, I just felt something here. I'm just going to try and confirm what I felt for you just to make sure I give you the right message. One of the messages, you haven't lost anyone yet, obviously. That was a good message to come through. They're coming through in a group, right? There's a female energy for some reason, an older female energy, much, much older. She's really stepping forward and she really wants to say everything's fine, love. She's using the word love, I guess, a lot. And she's really trying to calm and assure me. And basically, you have lost a lot of loved ones, but they're making me feel like you still have a lot of life to give. Look after your health. I'm not... Another male energy who's in this life they're pointing me towards, right? An older gentleman. It could be your husband, could be like your brother or someone like that. They're pointing also towards that person. They'll need it, and then in the future also you'll also be needed. And it has something to do with this male person that I'm seeing, okay? And maybe in their later age or something like that. But basically, there's still a few things for you to do, and the ones who passed away, they send nothing but their love. They're there for you. And that one particular older lady, I'm almost feel like she might have glasses or something like that, but she's coming through for some reason. So I have that message. Hope that makes sense. Thanks a lot for asking that, by the way. Thank you, and let me know if that resonates with you at all. Thank you. Lynn LeBlanc, really missing my husband. Did he hear me when I was talking the day he... Yeah, he did, because he's kind of making me feel like he did, and he was a little bit out of his body. He's making me feel like... So I don't know what the situation was. I don't know how conscious he was, but he was making me feel like he's not showing me that he was really far away. He's like on top of the room or something, but he's just making me feel like he was just kind of drifting away, but he did hear you. That's the message. Showing me a few other images of what was happening, kind of describing it also. But definitely he did hear you, if that makes any sense. Okay, thanks for asking that question. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Tammy White shared, anything for me, trying to stay positive but feel very overwhelmed. Yeah, Tammy, I'm getting something. So one of the messages I got straight away immediately was, yeah, there is. It's about, yeah, it's kind of a bit of a headache, overwhelmed. It's almost showing me an image of like a younger lady. Like imagine yourself when you were like at that particular age, much younger. I'd say just less than 20 or something, right? And it was like, how would that person connect to it at that particular time? It would just be with a bit of a joyful, with a joyful outlook, I guess, and less of a, and more of a focus on being sort of joyful and playful rather than the current you. It's making me feel like you can connect to that energy. It's actually, there's a part of you that still is there. For some reason, that's the image I got, and I hope that helps you out. These are tough times, like I can feel it. I do feel the headaches, and it's just taking over half of my, just the energy is taking over like this side of my head for some reason. But it's so basically it's half and half. It's half and half. That's the message. So there's two ways to look at it. Like, yeah, there's that energy, and remember, you can always connect to that other side, which is a younger, playful you. Try to do it. It's within that same storm. It's the same thing. The problems are going to be there. The situation's going to be there, but imagine you're. I guess the message it's trying to say is because it split my mind into two here, which is one is this. The problems are there, and this is the heavy part of my mind that's looking at it, and this is a much lighter, freer part, which just kind of accepts everything. Okay. I'm also, by the way, getting a message that this applies to a few other people who are listening out there. So that's why I was wondering, why did it hit me so hard? So um, it's the same, right? So there's two ways, same situation in life. One part of your brain thinks of it in a much heavier way, denser way, and the other part in a lighter way. Okay, and in your case, in your particular reading, it's probably a younger version of you that's just making me feel like that. It's, that's a part of your personality. It's easy for you to connect to that part more than other people. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you for asking that question. Appreciate that. And thanks for sharing, by the way. Appreciate that also. Okay, Shirley back on. Good to see you, Shirley Lamro. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you very much. Just catching up, sorry guys. People are cruel and need advice. Yes, of course they do. You get some people here, when they don't get a reading, oh my god, they just start sending me hate messages and start just doing all sorts of stuff. It's kind of hard to get to everyone, so but you get some people. Margarita Gonzalez. Hello Omar, it's always good seeing you live. You're always in my prayer. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Much appreciated, okay? From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Anything from my dad. So Chrissy says, Omar, please, I've asked time and time again. I've shared so many times. Please, anything from my dad. Okay, some things are coming through, Chrissy. I'm going to make sure I give you a proper reading. Okay, definitely. All right. Now he's coming through, okay? Now he's expressing the love. He's pouring it in because thank you for sharing so many times, by the way. But yeah. Says he loves you very much, always. He says you're lucky to have those people around you in life. He isn't showing me that you have major health problems because I just asked him that. Everything is fine. Seems like a bit of an odd message, but check the car. If you guys are driving a car or something, and if that needs some sort of repair or something, he's showing me that, okay? Maybe an upgrade, a sort of repair, or it has to go to the dealership or the mechanic or something like that. That's the one thing he's kind of pointing at. With the home, he's fine. There might be, I don't know if you have kids or grandkids, but like a young male, for some reason, he's really pointing that out. He says he loves that kid very much. I hope that makes sense. But good things, basically. I asked him about the health. Everything's fine. The house seems to be fine. I'm going to get another piece of evidence for you, okay? He says now's a good time to sort of get out and connect with nature more. He's just making me feel like outdoors and that kind of stuff. I don't know if he's making me feel like you do some of that. And he says that's a positive thing. And being alone, he's making me feel like you walk by yourself. And that's a good thing. That's another time to connect to basically everything, him, including him also. But besides that, everything's taken care of and he loves you very much. Those are the kind of good messages he brought through. Okay, hope that makes sense. I hope some of those images also resonate with you. But thanks a lot for asking that question. Appreciate that. Okay. Okay. Anything, Natasha Ruiz? Anything from the spirit world? Yeah. Mindful, masterful. So Natasha, you're anything from the spirit world? Yes, 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 definitely. So what they showed me is like I got an image of you, and I got an image of sort of this, your heart chakra and all that area sort of lighting up. It's usually, I don't get this in very many readings, but I feel like you're gonna start to awaken spiritually. Okay, I think it's time where you can start connecting more and more with your intuition and higher self, and you're going to start to trust it more. Basically, it's like developing mediumship in a way. I saw that image, so anything from the spirit world, and like it will make a lot of sense to you. But basically, yeah, I felt like I was floating over you, and I felt like this light is just its energy, and it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. You're doing the right thing. I bet you anything, like in if you listen to more of your intuition, you'll be surprised at how accurate it is. But it's a bit of a spiritual awakening. That's the message I'm getting. Okay, and it would guide you in the areas of your life that you are dealing with, different agencies, different government job, sort of not job, government, that kind of stuff, whatever's going on in that. Okay, it will guide you in the right direction. And there's the spirit world is definitely looking forward to that. I bet you that's going to be the case in the coming months. I hope that makes sense. But that spiritual awakening, it's actually a very lucky thing to experience. So I do feel that you're kind of lucky in some ways to get that. You have fans in the spirit world also. They're making me feel like, yeah, we've been kind of wanting to connect. So just that, work with that image. See, like that is a definite image. I hope that makes sense to you. Thanks for being here and asking that question. Okay, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Okay, Glenda Thomason, yeah, pray for you. Let me know what your question was. I definitely will. I was working on a couple of things with you, I remember. So I hope that helps you out. Okay. Okay, sorry, just going through. Okay, just a second. Rita LaFell, I'm new. Anything for me? Thank you. Yeah, I'm just. Rita, it's about like socializing, maybe family events with your families. Not just family, sort of family and friends. The image I got straight away for you was sort of the best way I can describe is getting ready for a family event. Okay, getting ready for just a social event. Not, it doesn't even have to be a family event, but people you know. Okay, it doesn't mean you go in a crowded area with strangers and catch COVID or whatever. But basically, it's along the lines of sort of getting dressed up, getting ready for an evening with close family, friends, anything. So if you're able to socialize or be in those sort of situations, that's the image I got from you. Okay, that's going to be very good for you. I feel that's just going to open up different things, possibilities. It's going to be good for your for your mind, body, and soul, even. Okay, that's the image I got straight away for you. Okay, hope that helps you out. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Tammy White says, thank you. You described me into a tweet. I'm very stressed about life. I'm very sick with headaches and stomach aches. A lot of teenagers. Okay. But basically, it was a great confirmation. And she said I have described her to a T. So thanks a lot for that confirmation. Appreciate that confirmation. Thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to help you. Okay, thank you for sharing, guys. There's a couple of people who shared here. I really appreciate it. Also want to mention, if you're looking to book a reading, you can go to my website, mediumomarmj.com, and then get a detailed one-on-one reading. You can see from the reviews, everyone's pretty happy with them. But if you have a lot of questions, don't get me wrong, I like to do free readings. That's my first passion. But if you have a lot of questions and if you really need to, it's a good place to go. And within a half an hour, we're usually able to give all the answers. Okay, so thanks a lot. Thank you everyone for sharing who's here. Okay, I'm gonna pick someone. Cheyenne Dale, please read me. Okay, it's just kind of drawing me back in, and I want to know if it's drawing me back in to say that's what you should be doing, or if no, if you should be going out forward. So let's confirm that. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I asked. So basically, something drew me back into myself. Basically, that's the image I got, and it's time to make or do something. It's kind of, I feel like it's time for you to connect to yourself and do something that you've been putting off for a while. They're due. So these are going to be harsh words, and I'm worried to share them. But you got to make use of this time. Do Cheyenne, you got to make something of this time. You gotta utilize it. You got to make it right. Get back within yourself, away from the distractions. Connect with yourself, and it has to do with self-development and making something more out of your life that you want than you currently have. Okay. Let me know if that resonates. I'm pretty sure that will. But that's clearly the message I got, right? Just to confirm everything, something brought me back into myself. And I asked, what is it trying to tell me? Just something along the lines of make something of this time and make something better of you, or that you wanted to achieve, okay? Shared a lot to my groups. Please connect with me and let me know some things. Victoria Muth. Victoria Muth, okay. Good. Something good, positive came through, Victoria. So Victoria, the finer things in life, just that sort of popped up. Brandy, hi, good to see you. I'm going to see if I can get a message for you. So Victoria, the finer things, I feel you can, you've worked on it before. You kind of have some success at doing it. But Victoria, it's kind of like manifesting the finer things, the better things. That's something that you do have a talent for, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. That is a pretty good hint as it is. So compared to the average people like me even, when you work on manifesting the finer, the better things, you're able to produce better results. If you work on it, if you just work on this particular message, I guarantee you it should resonate, and then I think it should also let you know that don't worry about time, like time has passed or anything. Like, it isn't about that. You can actually attract a lot of those things. That kind of energy is sort of always lingering around you, okay? You'd be surprised at how much you can get done in a short period of time. So if I was you, that's kind of the way I would describe it to myself. Hope that resonated with you. Thanks a lot for asking. Thank you. Just seeing who else is online. Sorry, just so many messages, and we're just going to catch up. Okay. Brandy Hamilton, will you find love again? Yeah, yeah, but not in the near future. I'm not seeing anything for like the first half of 2020, 2021, and even a little bit after the first half. I'm not sure if anything is happening. You will be finding love. You'll find people that will come into your life. don't repeat the mistakes of the past, like some of those, and give yourself better options. I also feel that if you go online next year, it will start to produce some good results, and you don't have to settle for the first or the second person that comes in. You can actually let it go further, and it could be a bit of a process, but you will find love again. So yes, maybe timeline wise towards the latter half of 2021, you will need to do the work. You will need to sort of weed out what's not good for you. It will take time. um, yeah, and don't settle for all that comes. Just take your time, work with it, and it would be worth it. It's just a little bit of effort, a little bit of time. Otherwise, everything you do, you kind of have the tools and everything, is what I kind of feel like. Okay, hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for asking that question. Appreciate that. Tanya Desmond, anything? I'm really sad and exhausted. Yeah, it's just when I connect to your energy, it almost feels like I want to. Okay, so I'm getting something else, Tanya. There are worries that are. It's just making me feel like a little headache thing at the part. So there's stuff right in the front of your mind. It's always in the front of your mind. Uh, Basically, you gotta escape out of it, and it makes me feel like you gotta be with people that are younger than you. If there's any younger people around you that you can be with, that's one way to get rid of it. They're like, because it's always there. I think you're sort of letting it affect you a little bit. Also, like maybe you could let it affect you less. But it's just making me feel like the answer, because I'm trying to figure out what's the best answer. It's people that are younger than you, that kind of energy, okay? You do need that. Once you connect with them, you're going to forget a few things. That little bit of time away from everything is going to help you. There are better times ahead, but just you've got to vibrate with that energy of the younger people if some way. If you're not able to do that, just watch like stuff on TV, YouTube stuff that is to do with younger, just making me feel like the younger energy, more fun energy. Connect with that, okay? That's the advice I have for you. I bet you it's gonna work. Um, so let me know if that resonates with you, okay? Thanks a lot, but do think about it. I hope that helps you out. Okay. Thank you so much. A couple of people shared here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Kathy Searson says, thank you for the good reading the other day. I got a lot of truth in what you told me. Thank you for that confirmation, Kathy. Thank you. It's great when when people give confirmations here. We've been getting a lot here, and it's really good to know that, these readings come through and help a lot of people. Rita also says, thank you for your help. Appreciate that. Thank you. So, okay, Nicole Koba. My heart is wondering about the future with my engagement. Nicole, some of it's coming at your end. It's at your end. It's at your end. Give it time. Give it time. Don't rush into it. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything you don't wanna. Um, Give it time. Don't rush into it. That's the best way I can put it. What's going to happen over the next little while, you're going to discover a few things, some good and some bad, okay? It's just making me feel like they won't be drastically bad, where you're going to think, oh my God, I have to end this right now. I have to end this right now. But they will make you think. So the best way I can think about it is it's a learning time period for both of you. At this point, you don't even know if you can sort of accept that in the long run, or if you can't accept that in the long run. You're both in that learning phase. So is it good or bad? It's undecided, but it's all within that learning phase, okay? And don't rush. It's all about you. Like I said, if you can discover that this is what you can, it's accept and take, that's fine. And if you can't, then, um, then just give it time, okay? So the best way I can describe it is take time, at least a year plus, whatever. Discover yourself, discover what you can take in a relationship, what you can handle in a relationship, that kind of stuff. And then even if there's plans or everything, delay it a little bit, you don't have to rush anything, okay? And that will give you some time, because is it going to work out, is it not going to work out? I asked that question, and basically it just goes back to, like, it comes back to you, what you want to handle, okay? Hope that kind of gives you an idea, but hope that resonates. Let me know. But thanks a lot for asking that question. Much appreciate. Thank you. Thank you for a couple of people who shared here. Brilliant. Appreciate that. Much love to you guys. Thank you. Okay, just gonna go on. Anything for EM or them? Sorry, I didn't quite that. Okay, Maria Delo Reyes. Can I please have a reading? It's very important that I know to see what decision to make. Okay, let me see. Whoa, Maria, worried. Maria, can you delay the decision a little bit? It's just, I feel like right now is a time where you're going to make a decision out of worry, is what I'm worried about. Can you delay it a little bit more? In the long run, you are going to be fine, and it's one decision seems a little better than the other. But right now, I know it's saying that you need to make a decision or anything, but right now I feel like you're going to make the decision out of a place of fear and worry, okay? Straight away I felt that in the core of, just in my intuition here. Is it possible to delay it or not? One of the decisions feels like it's heavier. You can tell that it's going to come with more it just feels heavier. It's going to come with more pain and things like that. The other one is a pretty straightforward direction where there's less pain, it's more of an open, clearer decision, okay? I feel that's the best way I can describe it for now. So give it some time. Don't make a decision out of that fear and rush. I think the decision is pretty straightforward for you, because I'm seeing a contrast between the two. One is just like an easy walk in the park, kind of breeze through. The other one's like a heavier. That's what I'm seeing in my energy reads. Take some time to think about it. Connect with that lighter side, wherever you think things are going to be lighter, more freely flowing, things like that. And that might be it, okay? Thank you so much, by the way, for sharing and asking. I was on the wrong reading. Somebody saying, okay, okay, thanks a lot. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks a lot for sharing. Some people shared here, appreciate that. Veronica, Omar, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you, Veronica. Thank you. Betsy, Oram, Casewell, anything from your daughter? Obviously, she connected with me because I felt the love. She's almost, I guess what I heard her say, I almost heard her say in an annoying way, Mom, kind of like that, which is a North American way, like in England it'd be Mom, but in England, yeah, so Mom, something like that. A very sweet energy, very caring, and almost sort of like looking at you like, Mom, like, why do you have to, like, she's fine. She's basically saying that along the way, okay? If it makes any sense, what I'm seeing is like a medium to thin build. It's like a pretty lady, a young lady. She's showing me the younger side to her. She's just dressed around in the casual, almost sort of like pajamas, but medium to thin kind of, and in that casual stuff that you almost like a white colored pajamas, sort of like being around the home and things like that. She's absolutely fine. She loves you very much. And there's some young toddlers or babies or something like that. But anyway, I'll leave it at that for right now. Thank you very much. Just connect with her. She has a great message for you. She wants you to kind of be happy, and she's a little bit like, you know, you don't have to be that upset. She's in a better place, right? She's kind of making me feel that energy. Thank you so much. Okay. Somebody asked about their job. I completely lost that for a second. Paulette McLean, great question. I keep seeing 22. Paulette, 22 is the master number, all right? 1 to 9 are regular numbers, 11 and 22 are master number. If you are seeing 22, it is time to work. It is time to do. That's your spirit basically like sort of punching it into you, basically saying it's time to get going, it's time to work. The work you do at this time will reward you. You'll get a lot more done than you would get any other time, and you'll regret it later on if you're not doing. 22 is the number for work. It always, in my case, has always come through. You can look it up on any website or anything. 22 is work, work, work. 4 is a number for work, but 22 is a master number for work, okay? So I hope you can research it. Linda McGuffin, thanks for sharing. Okay, but really, really, really got to work. It will pay itself up. Thank you. Teresa Sousa, yes, they are fine. Yes, they are fine. Thanks a lot. They all came through together just to say they are fine, okay? You don't have to worry about that part. I just immediately felt that. So thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to catch up to all the message. Mary E. Cook. Your dad, more than anything, came through. Yeah, he's around you. Showed me himself laughing for some reason. Mary, he's also making me feel like you can connect with him. And he does visit you sometimes. That voice was Soha, by the way. Betsy Oram Casewell, yeah. Again, when I connect with that energy, I almost felt teared, but that was definitely her. I kind of lost you, Mary, with your reading for your dad, but he basically came through. I'm going to see if I can connect with him again. It's just kind of happened so fast. If I remember correctly, Mary, okay, so he's making me feel like you do feel him more than your husband, and he comes through more. He's also making me feel like you do spend time away, sort of alone by yourself. You get that time alone in the evening. That's where he comes in once in a while as he connects with you. Also, that you are able to connect with him. Give it a try. Try different things, because it's about some of the stuff that you've been looking into spiritually. That's where the answers are. Okay, so I almost feel like you've kind of touched on these things. You do have the intuition, or some of the knowledge. Actually, you already have it, and just expand on that a little bit. He wants you to know that this is kind of the good time to kind of do it while you still have it. You might get a little busier later on. Apart from that, saying good things about the person, that your significant other or something like that, and it's making me feel like they might be a good, they might be good for you. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Okay, thanks a lot. I just kind of lost the flow there in the middle because somebody gave a feedback, but that was kind of what I got. Thank you so much for asking. Appreciate that. Paulette McLean, again, number 22. I just gave you a complete 5-minute explanation of what number 20. Please go back and watch this video just towards the end. I gave you it's about work, Paulette. It's about work, okay? 22. You can look it up on the internet. And thank you. Karen McCabe Nieves. I'm worried about my future and the decisions I need to make. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you have to make the right decisions. You have to, okay? And I can feel it, and it's like in the core of my head. Usually, if you see a lot of the readings I've been getting at the front, this is to do with the past, things like that. This is everything. These are crucial decisions, okay? So one of the images I got, if that helps you or not, it's just laying your cards on the table, but more specifically, I saw um, with each decision, you write down everything on a card or on a piece of paper about that particular decision. Make another one for another. Make another one. The more you can make it and sort of work with it, it's just what that will do. It's either like lay your cards, be honest, or just kind of write them down on and put them on the cards. I'm going to see if I can get you a better answer than that. It's not to do with consultation. You got to do consultation, but that's the first step, okay? Talk to different people and everything. But at the end of the day, what I'm seeing again and again is the image of being brutally honest with yourself, writing everything down on cards this big, put it down there, put another one this big, put it down there. Look at it, shuffle around, play with it. Go through that exercise. That's come to me in a previous reading before, and usually when that comes through, it really helps. It's coming straight from spirit when it does that. Okay, I hope that helps you out. That's kind of what I was getting. Okay, thank you so much for asking that question. Thank you. I'm just gonna do a couple more here. Okay, just sorry, catching up. Maria Orta, good night, God bless. Thank you always. We'll try next time. Maria, I think I answered a question for you, but I'm going to try and give you a message. Okay, Mary E. Cook says thank you. It made sense to me. So Maria, I'm going to see if I can get you a quick message. Maria, for some reason, honestly, your mom came through. Or an older lady of that. She's just making me feel like that, okay? I don't know if she's on the spirit side. I could be wrong, but that energy sort of came through. Okay, just wants to say hi. She loves you, of course. I'm not getting a good message, anything clearly from her, Maria. Maybe I'm just not making the right connection at this point. I'll tell you what, Maria. I'll remember you, and I'll do a proper reading for you next time. Okay? Hope that makes sense. I just saw somebody coming in, and it just might be just a quick hello message, right? But I'm trying to get more evidence. And I'm about to go offline here in a second, but and you probably are not even here yet. So definitely I'll get you a more clearer message. It just came in really quickly, okay? But thanks a lot for asking. Thank you. Thank you. Will my son and wife have a biological child? So Shayla Family Macmillan. Straight away, I sort of saw they need help with the procedure. Some sort of procedure. Will they have their own biological child? No, I'm worried. I hope I'm wrong about this. I just did see a procedure. It might be a pricey procedure or an expensive procedure, but I felt that energy of something. It needs extra external help, if that makes any sense. I just not sure if it's going to happen just like that. Okay, I hope I'm wrong. Thank you so much. Mary E. Cook, by the way, says thank you. Let me know if it resonated with you, Mary, and what part of it resonated with you. But thank you for being here anyway. All right. That's about it, guys. It's past the hour. Uh, Thank you, everyone, for your time, and thank you for all the people who shared. I'll be back on in a couple of days or so, and I'll have more messages for you. Just got to do a couple of more paid readings before I go to bed here. But thanks a lot. I appreciate everyone who joined here, and anybody who shared. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, Melba, I'll make sure I'll get because you've got a top fan badge next to your name, so that always gets you more and more of a chance with anybody. So Melba, I'm gonna try and definitely get you a reading next time. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Take care. Have a great night. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Alexia. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Uh, Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you.